welcome back to 4 Peas in a Podcast. Again, we have a special edition, 3 Peas in a Podcast, because a few people didn't show up. And we welcome back Eva, who is sick. Tell us about that.
It was horrible. I had a head cold, and I was, coughing, and I had a stuffy nose, the entire week. So it was I was stuffy in one nose or nostril, so that it felt so off.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
That sounds pretty weird. That would throw me off.
Yeah.
It really did. And
so, what was the worst time you got sick?
I think it was actually last January, because we had COVID, on my birthday. It was horrible.
Oh.
So
That
I
sucks.
was sick on my birthday.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
It was horrible.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
When I had COVID, I barely could even tell, because, I had, the slightest bit of a stuffy nose, and I was coughing, twice every day. And I took the test, and I was like, wait, I have COVID? So then I couldn't go to HSU, because I was like, what? I barely even have COVID. What the heck?
It's the slightest, barely anything, and you have it.
Yeah.
So, poo-poo. And, my entire family was sick, 2 or 3 weeks ago, except me. So
Oh,
then I got
wow.
it separately
Oh.
at the end.
Oh.
And then I had to miss out on a whole bunch of things because, my dad's birthday was last weekend, and then there was this, a cosplay sort of thing, that I missed out on as well, which really stinks because I was looking forward to it
Oh.
so much. So, yeah, that was not very fun. But
Well, happy birthday to Eva's dad.
Yeah.
yeah.
When's the worst time you got sick?
Well, I can't really remember it that well. But for 2 years in a row, every fall for 2 or 3 weeks, I would get really sick. My nose would be red from how many times I sneezed and stuff.
Yikes.
And
I had a runny nose. It was really bad. I had to be in bed all the time. A few nights I had to sleep with a bowl next to my bed.
Oh.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
I sneezed every 5 seconds.
Wow.
that's so
It was
much
really bad.
sneezing. That's a lot of tissues.
And I had that 3 times. And every single time it was in the fall.
That's a lot.
Oh.
So yeah. When was the worst time you ever got sick, Twyla?
Actually, it was when I was in kindergarten. I got pneumonia for 2 weeks. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
What's pneumonia?
It's a sickness. It's your lungs fill up with fluid, and they'll collapse, both of them, if you don't get the fluid out. And both of my lungs had almost filled all the way up with fluid, so both of them would have collapsed and I would have died if they hadn't gotten it out when they did. So
That's
How do
very
you get
serious.
the fluid out? Do
you have
people
to
just
drain it out.
do people just tip you over?
They have to put things in it. Yeah.
That sounds very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
My gag reflex could
probably-
never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely bad.
It sounds really bad. Near-death experiences are never good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had near-death experiences ever.
One time I saved my sister from a near-death experience.
I remember you telling us about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I guess if you could go to any country, what would it be?
Well, I have no idea what country I would go to. But if I could go to a country again... Wait,
Again, you've been to other countries.
I have not been to other countries. I got my countries and states mixed up for a second.
Me too.
That would have been bad. Now, I'm going to sound really stupid. I can't remember what a country is.
a country has different or like different leaders. So like the president's here, and like in Europe there's like a queen and that sort of thing. So there's like Europe, Australia, Mexico, Canada, Asia, all that sort of thing. Russia.
Well, I've never been out of the country.
Neither have
I
I.
went to Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like in Africa?
I was 7. It was. I don't really remember it all that much, but it was nice. I guess.
Although I did throw rocks
was
to
very
Mexico once.
Oh.
It was very interesting. So we used to travel full time, like in an RV, with
Oh,
7
wow.
people, and at one point we had 4 pets.
Oh,
was a
man.
lot.
Oh, wow.
You took them with you?
Yes,
That's
it
crazy.
was
Oh
a
my
lot.
God, that
But-
car
but
must
we-
have been like loud.
Yeah.
But we were able to go down to Big Bend National Park, and they have like this river. It's normally really big, but like the time of year that we went, it was so tiny, so we could literally throw pebbles to Mexico. But if you wanted to cross the border, you'd actually have to climb a cliff pretty much.
Oh.
So
Oh,
there's
dang.
like no way to cross really.
Wow.
So that was interesting. We were really close to Canada once. It was like 15 minutes away.
Oh, wow.
But we haven't actually been to Canada. We really need to get our passports. But passports are expensive, especially for 7 people. So, country-wise, probably Europe. I think that would be interesting.
For what reason would you go to Europe, though?
I guess really just to see what all is there.
yeah.
That
So,
makes sense.
or maybe Australia.
Australia sounds fun.
It,
Yeah.
it does sound fun.
It does.
Catching lizards and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be scared of
Thinking
kangaroos,
of Bluey.
though. I love Bluey.
Yeah.
Bluey's great.
Yeah, for real.
So,
I think
If
would
I
to
could
Germany.
go to any country, I would probably choose also Europe because of like Greece and Rome.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool.
Because not only is the Colosseum super cool,
Yeah.
I also am interested in Greek mythology.
Oh, that's so cool.
So like
Yeah.
seeing like stuff about the gods painted on the walls,
Yeah.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's an interesting podcast called Greeking Out by National Geographic. It's so interesting.
You're gonna have
But
to watch that.
it's like geared towards kids, so it's nothing ridiculously odd or inappropriate or anything. So it's very interesting. And they have like 6 seasons now or something.
Wow.
They have a lot. I think they're working on like their 7th or 8th. I don't remember.
Wow.
Wow.
Either way, they have a lot.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
and they're each like 20 or 30 minutes long. So they're a decent amount.
That sounds like as long as our podcast.
So, that's interesting. Twyla, where would you go?
I would go to Germany. 'Cause I'm
Solid.
learning German, so we want to use it in Germany.
Solid.
Yeah.
Nice. For what reason would you go to Germany though?
Aside from being able to speak German to people.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to go there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Favorite candy, I guess. What would that be?
Well, my favorite candy, it's a candy called Mike and Ike's.
Oh,
I
yes.
was literally
I like-
just about to say that.
The sour ones
They're
are
really
so
good.
good.
For real,
I like the
yes.
sour ones.
Now, I haven't had the sour ones, but I have had the tropical ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
The original ones, in my case,
They're
are better.
so good.
The
I
sour,
said
the
that
sour
out loud
ones.
one time.
The
and
sour ones, if you have too many of them, you'll actually it'll hurt your throat and tongue. They're
Yeah,
so
it
sour.
does. Yeah, they are.
Dang.
Like I can't even eat an entire box. I have to split it half today and half in next week or something.
Wow.
I was taking a walk with my family, and my family asked me that question because we were going to a candy store or something.
Mhm.
And I said Mike and Ike's out loud. So some elderly woman heard me and said, "Oh, really? That's an old candy." And I said, "Oh, yeah, okay."
What?
Wait, it really?
Did you really?
I think it's
Wow.
interesting that it's old, but it doesn't look old.
It
It looks relatively new.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah, they
I
are.
get them
Yeah.
every time I go to the movie theater. I will
Yeah.
not accept going to the movie theater without Mike and Ike's. I always finish the box by the end of the movie. They're
What
so
happens
good.
if they're out of Mike and Ike's though?
Then I would probably be sad, and
Yeah.
my last resort would be Swedish Fish.
Swedish
Yeah.
fish are
they're interesting. I think I prefer like candies with more than one flavor, really. Yeah.
You're probably correct.
Or like chocolatey. So like at Trader Joe's, we normally get candy there because it doesn't have like corn syrup and dyes and all that sort of thing. So they have like this orange candy. It's so good. It's like an orange gummy dipped in chocolate. It's like on the outside it's like hard, but then on the inside it's like really soft.
I see.
It's very interesting.
Now here's a question: do you guys consider chocolate candy or its own thing?
Candy.
Candy.
It has a lot of sugar in it.
I feel like I would consider it its own thing.
I mean,
Because, like, besides white chocolate and dark chocolate, there's not really many flavors.
no, there's white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and then there's all the fruity chocolates. So there's like raspberry and peach and orange. And then you've got like peppermint chocolate, like candy canes mixed in. There's lots of varieties.
I didn't know there was fruit chocolate.
Yeah, I wasn't
It's like
thinking
fruity
about that.
chocolate. So it's like chocolate with like tiny dried fruit in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like
Sometimes my mom gets, like, chili pepper chocolate.
Really?
that's a thing.
It's like
yeah,
spicy chocolate.
that's a thing. Yeah. Or there's like Mexican chocolate too, where it's like it's got cinnamon in it, I think, or something.
Really?
Cinnamon and chocolate.
So yeah, it's very interesting. So
Nice.
there's like a whole bunch of varieties. It's not just like light chocolate and dark chocolate. It's
I think,
all the chocolates.
I think my favorite candy is Milky Way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milky Ways are pretty good. If I had to choose a favorite chocolate, it would be Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers is so good too. Like that's why I was debating. Like I first always thought Milky Way, but then when I tried Three Musketeers, I'm like, it's so good too. I don't know which one's better.
It's very
but
good.
I think I like Milky Way better still,
Yeah.
even though Three Musketeers are longer.
Yeah. Three Musketeers
Yeah.
are not only longer, meaning more chocolate. However, they're also like kind of a melt in your mouth chocolate.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
The mini ones always make me a little sad because I'm like,
Yeah.
there's not enough chocolate, but
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
They're really good. So, arts and crafts. Are you
You s-
guys good?
You said it in like an ominous way. Arts and crafts. Wahahaha.
Arts and crafts.
I would say I'm relatively good.
I can't do arts and crafts because I
No,
am
no,
very
you
bad at drawing.
Can.
I
They just might
could.
not be the best thing ever.
You're right.
This might be hard. Like I've tried crocheting, but like I literally have like everything for crocheting, but like I can't do it. It's literally so hard. It's
Honestly, it's not really. I learned it when I was like 6, and I still do it.
My sister knows how to
Okay.
crochet.
yeah.
Honestly, once you get the basics down, chain, single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, half double crochet, bubble.
Yeah, that sounds
Decrease,
pretty complicated.
increase.
It
That's
does sound
probably
complicated.
why I
Honestly,
said that
it's
hard.
not that difficult. They're just variations on each other.
I'm not sure if this is either crocheting, sewing, or I think there's a third
It-
one.
it's crocheting because there's crocheting, knitting, sewing, punch needle, felting. Missing one other. Latch hook.
Oh, wow.
There's lots of things that involve yarn.
Well, I'm not sure if it's like knitting or crocheting, but there's something called granny squares.
That is
Yeah.
Which is
crocheting.
apparently a good place to start.
That is crocheting. And last year around Christmas time, I finished an entire blanket, like a full size blanket at a Granny
That's really
Squares.
nice.
Wow.
It took me forever though, because I kept procrastinating on weaving in the tails because I hate it.
Is it comfy?
It is quite comfortable, yes. So I made it in like earthy greens and browns and stuff. So I just like I have so much like tiny little skeins. So I just like grab a whole bunch and then just put them all together. So it's not like one color.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a scrap blanket, but most scrap items have like lots of colors, not just like
I see.
different shades and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's nice. What's your favorite craft sort of thing to do?
Well, I like paper airplanes. I don't
I
know how
mean,
to make a paper
I don't know
airplane.
how to
That-
make a paper airplane either, but like I try it and it's still fun. So.
That way,
I just do rails.
I guess that would be like under paper crafts or like origami or something.
Yeah, because like I have a paper airplane book, but I never use it.
Oh, really? I have a
It's like, what's that buzz?
I cannot have been the only one who heard it.
I heard it too.
Yeah.
It was like bzz, like a phone vibrating,
Yeah,
but I
that's what I
didn't
thought
hear
it
the
was.
vibe, or like I didn't feel the vibration.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like over here.
Anyway, as I was saying, I have a paper airplane book, but I don't use it because somehow these people found out how to make paper airplanes complicated. They use like a bunch of tape, exact measurements. Like I thought this was a kid's book on how to fold paper.
No, it's like an expertise of a if you're very up for a challenge.
Exactly.
And then it's if you really like measuring and geometry and tape and getting stuff all over your hands.
They also use a lot of tape. So I never use the book because it doesn't even show you how to make a simple paper airplane.
Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty sure like paper airplanes aren't supposed to use tape. Like the original ones, it's literally a piece of paper that you fold. It's not like a piece of paper that you fold and cut and add all these extra things on and then tape it.
Because then it's not a paper airplane.
No, that's
It's a paper, tape, glue, and like other
paper
stuff.
clip, weight, binder clip, hodgepodge of a mess.
Airplane.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
Uh-huh. And like half the ones that they're like, oh, these totally work. They fly amazingly. They don't really.
I'm about
At
to
all.
fold the book into a paper airplane.
That would be a lot of paper airplanes because I don't
That'd be
really
so
like, unless the book is really big and super thin, I don't really think that's possible because you'd have to like figure out how to fold the spine and everything too.
I could have a paper Air Force.
Or you like cut the papers apart and then fold like a million of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by a paper Air Force.
One time we tried, like me and my siblings, we tried making a huge paper airplane, but it did not work. Because you know like the big rolls of paper that you can get, like the big white ones? So we got a whole bunch of those pieces and we taped them all together. And then we tried folding them into a paper airplane. The only thing is, it was so big and so heavy that it just like flopped apart. It wouldn't even hold.
Oh, wow.
Because I think we also made it too long. So then like when you try and hold it up, it just like sag.
Oh, that's sad.
I think like if we did it again, we'd probably want to use like thicker paper, like cardstock or even watercolor paper. But I don't know how you'd get like a roll of that. It'd be complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did use tape, so it's not really a proper paper airplane because we had to tape the pieces of paper together. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're trying to like fold the paper together and then like figure out a way to like hook it in there and like get it. No.
Yeah.
And at that time, I think I was like 6 or 7, maybe even 8. I don't think we had that technical skill yet.
Yeah, my sister's like really good at paper crafts. Like one time she like colored a piece of paper blue and then put like a slit in it, made a paper octopus on a skewer, and then it could like dance and stuff through the slit. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's like really good at it.
Speaking of octopuses, I recently finished crocheting one. I actually finished it at lunch. So,
Look at that little guy.
That's nice.
I bought a crocheted octopus from a fair once. I called him Squidsy.
I finished crocheting a giant like octopus for just for fun because I had this really thick yarn. It was like really thick. So I finished crocheting it and it's like this big.
Oh my god.
And my brother was like, "You should totally name him Bobathan or Bobathaniel."
Bobathan.
It makes me think of like thin crackers, Bobathan.
The second you said Bob, I thought of Bob the Builder.
No,
I
no.
just thought of Bob the Builder. Like,
Bobathan. I think that should be like a cracker brand. Bobathan.
Bobathan.
Bobathan, the whole grain crackers that don't have any of the junk in it.
Bobathan homemade wheat crackers.
Exactly.
yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's interesting.
Trademarked by Evo's brother.
And Bobathan has a top hat too.
Ah.
He's very fancy.
So is Bobathan made out of crackers?
No, I don't think that'd work very well. My cats would probably try and eat it. My cat likes very interesting things, like
so
Yeah,
no more
sounds
Boba
like
Fett.
like matcha tea and peanut butter.
What? Why is it even trying those things?
Not together, separately. So like my sister had peanut butter toast out on the table, and she like hopped up on the table and started licking the toast.
I took a picture of my cat using our home phone, and there was a piece of peanut butter toast on the table, and it was my youngest sister's. My cat just like got on a chair to look at it and just gave it the most disappointed look I've ever seen.
That's funny. My cat always looks angry.
Oh,
It's so cute, honestly. And
grumpy cat.
grumpy cat, yes. And she's so short. Like her feet are like that big.
Oh.
She's so tiny. And
Is it like a kitten?
no, she's like full grown,
Oh,
but she's so fluffy.
oh no.
Like her hair is it's like medium length, but she sheds all the time.
Oh,
So, thankfully I don't have to brush it because I don't like brushing cat's hair.
yeah.
They're very picky. They're like, you will not brush my hair in this certain spot, otherwise I will bite you. Period.
My cat likes to play with me all the time, so I wear this hoodie all the time. That's why there's like holes and stuff in it, which not only makes me really sad, but I would like put my hand down the sleeve, like twist it a little bit, then pull it in so that my hand was basically like in the hoodie, and then I would just like play with my cat
Yeah.
because she has like really sharp claws, and that hurts my hand.
Oh,
So I would like do that, and then I would play with my cat.
Yeah.
My cat also really likes my basement for some reason.
our
It's
cats
really annoying.
our cats either live in the basement or my cat lives in my room. Mainly because she does not like our dogs. Ever.
Now, I have a loft bed, and I would love my cat to sleep with me.
So
However, since it's a loft bed, it has a ladder, and my cat doesn't really like
Oh.
ladders.
the interesting thing is our
So-
cats will climb the ladder to our loft beds. They will run up the loft ladder and get up on our beds.
Oh,
Both
man.
of them do it. And like like 4 of us have loft beds, and then one of my siblings just sleeps underneath the loft bed on a mattress. We're still working out bed situations.
That's what my sister used to do.
So either way, so in mine and my brother's room, because it was not the most amazing with my 2 sisters. They were loud and rambunctious, and I didn't have really a space that I could be alone. Either way, our cats like run up the ladder and stuff. It's ridiculous. And then in my other siblings' room, they will jump all over the place. So to get up on one of the beds, they'll jump from the floor to the nightstand to the bed. And then on the other one, they jump from the floor to one of the levels of the bookshelf. I don't know how they get up on the next level up. I don't know. It works out somehow. And then they jump up there. But I don't know how you do that, get from one level to the next. Because they're not like staggered. They're like straight. You have to like figure out how to fold yourself in half and then like pull yourself up with your feet still on the next one. Honestly, I don't know how that would work.
I can imagine that. That looks pretty weird.
It does, really. So, yeah, our cats are very acrobatic.
Dang.
Yeah.
My cat either naps or just like walks around. or antagonizes my dog.
What my cat does to antagonize the dogs is she hisses and then whacks them in the face. She'll be like, "Whatcha?"
That's what my cat does.
And then she still does not like our other cat, my sister's cat. So she will hit him in the face as well if he gets like within 2 feet of her. She'd be like, "Give me my space. If you get 1 step closer, I will hit you."
I see.
She's very threatening.
Dang.
Yeah, it was interesting. And
It
then like
sounds interesting.
if she wants you to like stop petting her, she will whack you in the face.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
She's
What kind of cat?
she's so mean.
sounds like a sassy cat.
She is really.
Like when my cat is calm, I'll always like try to like get on the floor and like put my head right next to her. She won't do anything about it. She'll just like look at me
Sit
like,
there.
"What are you doing?"
Yeah. One of our cats actually used to lick my brother's head.
Ew,
Like,
what?
no. So he would sit on the back of the couch, and then my brother would sit down on the couch, and then he'd just start licking the ends of his hair.
Ew.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous, honestly. And then when my uncle stayed over once, he slept on the couch, and then he bit, or like, not my uncle. My uncle didn't bit the cat's ear. The cat bit my uncle's ear.
Dang.
It's so weird.
If it was the ear, that must have hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
closest
cats.
thing I've had to a cat biting my ear was my mom used to go to a Bible study, and I would always go with her, and my sister would have to come too. 'Cause my dad had a job.
Yeah.
He still does, but he had a job back then as well. And my mom would always take us to Bible study because we couldn't be home alone. We were really young. And me and my sister were playing hide and seek with one of the people who was watching us. So we were playing hide and seek. Wait, no, we weren't playing hide and seek. we were hiding from my mom because it was almost time to go.
So
We
it
were
was
hiding from my
hide and
mom,
seek. It was just
technically.
your mom was seeking you and you were
So-
hiding.
There was a cabinet that was on the floor. And me and my sister hid him. It was really dark in there. And there was a basket of scissors.
Oof.
And my sister took the scissors and cut, like, you know how there's that, like, wiggly part on the bottom of your ear?
Uh-huh.
She, like, cut it.
No.
So, yeah. So then I, like, took the scissors, threw them out of the cabinet, and I was like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's actually so bad.
She was, like, 4, though. I was, like, 7.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's time to go.
Yeah.
So, I guess bye. I'm Eva.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Twyla.
And we will hopefully see you next week.